up, everybody? It's your boy Numemo, back with another video, and I'm gonna need you to not pay too much attention to what's going on back here because it's a little messy. But today I want to list for you guys the 5 most important things you need to get your home studio started. Pretty much get together a space where you can lay out some of your musical ideas and have them come out pretty dope. So check it out. A lot of people ask me questions about my setup and ask me where I got certain things, and pretty much kind of I get the sense that some people might think that I kind of put my setup together, you know, in a couple of days or like overnight. And no, my setup is something that I've been working on for many years. I probably got my first microphone when I was 13 years old. And so it's something that you build slowly, and you got to focus on that. You don't need all the gear in the world to start fleshing out your ideas. And I think that that's an important thing to know. So whether you're starting out with just a cheap microphone or you know, with just a small guitar and recording voice memos on your phone, whatever you can do to start being creative, feel free to start doing that. If you start letting gear get in the way of you being creative, you will never create anything, because even today I feel like there's so much gear that I want to buy, and if I would let that hold me back, I wouldn't be doing anything. So here are the 5 most important things I think you guys should focus on when deciding to start building out your home studio. Now, it's important to note that depending on the type of artist that you are, depending on the type of musician you are, your home studio needs are going to be a little different. So for example, if you are a vocalist looking to record demos at home, your home studio needs might be a little different than the guy who's making EDM songs at home or making beats at home, versus the person who's looking to just record some guitar work at home. So it might vary a little bit. So I'm going to try to make this video a little general in terms of the basic needs for a home studio setup that all of these different types of musicians and artists can take advantage of. The first thing is a audio interface. So your interface goes into your computer with, let's say, a USB port or a FireWire or a USB-C port, and from there, into the audio interface, you'll be connecting speakers, and you'll be connecting your microphones and your guitars, and you'll pretty much manage all the inputs and outputs into your computer from your audio interface. Hoping that's clear. So pretty much, if you're just starting out, I recommend you get a simple USB interface that has 2 inputs and 2 outputs. And I think that that's a nice fresh start where someone who's looking to record vocals or guitars at home will be fine with that, because you don't really need to have multiple guitars or multiple microphones going in or being recorded at the same time from a small home studio. At least that applies for most of us. The only real exception that I can think of is maybe for someone who's looking to record podcasts and needs to connect 3 mics at the same time. Then you would want an audio interface that has more inputs. That's pretty much the only situation where I've found myself needing more inputs, and I suspect that it'll probably be the same for most of you guys. Usually an audio interface you can get for anywhere from, like, a cheap one with 2 inputs and 2 outputs. You can probably get yourself one from like $100 to $200. In the description, I actually include a link for an audio interface that I recommend that's nice and affordable for those looking to start out recording vocals or guitars at home. The second thing that I recommend is a microphone. If you're looking to record vocals at home, this is pretty obvious. So you need to get a microphone that'll plug into your audio interface. Normally microphones are connected using a XLR input. There are microphones on the market that you see will be connected using USB. Those are good if you're looking to have a very, very, very basic setup, but I recommend if you're going to buy an audio interface, you might as well get a microphone that has a XLR input. And XLR inputs are usually the standard in terms of connecting mics into audio interfaces. From the cheapest of microphones to the most expensive microphones, they all connect using XLR. So I do recommend you getting an XLR microphone instead of a USB one if you're going to get an audio interface anyway. And the third thing that I'm going to recommend is studio monitors. So I remember the first time that I heard the term studio monitors, I was a little confused because it's like studio monitors, or it's like screens, or what is it? Studio monitors are the speakers that you use in a studio. The reason that they're referred to as monitors is because the speakers in a studio are not your average speakers. They're supposed to give you a balanced response, and what that means is pretty much what you hear coming out of the studio monitors, the speakers within your studio, is supposed to be a true representation of what your song sounds like. For example, Bose speakers they add a whole bunch of of effects to the Bose speaker to make the bass sound a certain way and make the treble sound a certain way to make it sound super pretty. And it's not necessarily a true representation of what your song sounds like. So let's say however you hear a song play on your Bose speaker is not the same way it's going to sound in the club or in the car. Studio monitors are designed to present your song in a way where it's going to be like the truest reflection of what your song sounds like. So whether you play it in the club, whether you play it on headphones, whether you play it on a car, wherever, it should sound pretty similar to what it sounded like on your studio monitors. Granted, there are a bunch of other things to consider in terms of mixing your song and room treatment and acoustics and all this stuff, and we're gonna keep it basic. So yeah, studio monitors also get plugged into your audio interface. So into your audio interface right now, you can have into your on the inputs, you can have either a microphone or guitar. You have two inputs, you can have a microphone and a guitar if you like. And then in the back, usually there's the outputs, so you can connect both of the speakers individually into the back of your audio interface. So honestly, once you have those three things, I think you're pretty much golden. You can start recording vocals, recording guitars into your computer. Obviously, you will need a DAW, a digital audio workstation, which pretty much means software to record your songs or to mix your songs, whether that's ProTools or Logic or Garageband, which I think is free on Apple. Yeah, so pretty much software like that. Any software that allows you to record vocals, you're gonna need that as well. I think that's pretty important and kind of obvious, so that's why I didn't mention that one. Also, very important, get yourself a pair of studio monitor headphones. Now, these are not like your average headphones. This is not like, I feel like I'm attacking Bose a lot in this video, but this is not a pair of Bose headphones. These are a pair of studio monitor headphones that are designed to mix and record music. So I do recommend you guys get a pair of those. I'm also going to leave, for everything that I listed in this video, I'm going to leave my suggestions of pretty much starter versions of each in the description. That way you guys have some kind of idea and have somewhere to go off of. And also, if any of you guys watching have any suggestions in terms of great starter equipment, make sure to comment below. I'm sure that other people can take advantage of your suggestions. I do find this a little weird. I never shoot videos in my room. Alright guys, so that's pretty much it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you learned something, press that thumbs up button. Show me some love, you know what I mean? Show your boy some love. Also, smash that subscribe button. That way you can stay updated with the super dope, amazing, fantastic videos that I'll be dropping. Thanks for watching. Much love. Peace out. You're